And now, please welcome to the stage, in first place, Alyson Mizanin in the Florida District.
I want to start by asking a favor from you guys. And by the end of my 5 minutes, I hope that I'll have repaid it in full. I want you to think back to the time in your life in which you felt most alone. I'll give you a few seconds. And now I want you to think about what helped you expunge that loneliness, what brought you back from that abyss. You take a look around you right here and right now. The people you've been interacting with the past few days are people you've never seen before, perhaps will never see again. But despite those differences, despite the miles that normally separate us, there's certain things that we can all understand. And so that's for that reason that I asked you to think back to that loneliness, because it is in part the same loneliness I experienced in the 5th grade. It was the year my family moved across the country and into what's basically its own little world. You know, the state of Florida. 10-year-old me was desperate for some sort of stability in my new school, my new neighborhood, my new life. And that's where the K-Kids came in. Every week, they'd grace Mrs. Dietert's 5th grade classroom with their presences, attending to the recycling bins and pasting environmental posters on the walls. I didn't know all their names, but that didn't stop them from extending olive branches of kindness with each visit. The little things they did, the waves, the greetings, the smiles, those meant the world to me during a time when I felt so alone. And that's how things started realigning in my life. When my family moved, I thought I lost everything. I sought out proof that things could get better, that I'd find a new community, a new place where I belonged, and the K-Kids provided that reassurance. Now, I won't lie, change didn't come right away. 5th grade bled into 6th, which bled into 7th and then 8th, and I spent a regrettable amount of time in middle school alone. But it was during that time that I started channeling my feelings into outlets like music and writing and art, and that's how I found my friends. That's how I found myself. I attribute so much of my self-discovery process to the kindness I had been extended during those times of turmoil in my life. And the K-Kids were the forefronts of that change, starting with the very first week at my new school. And so those K-Kids planted seeds in my mind that brought me to freshman year. Posters lining the cafeteria walls called upon us Pineview students to help our peers and our communities by joining Key Club. With distant memories of 5th grade in my mind, joining Key Club is exactly what I did. Now, I had no idea about the interconnectedness of the Kiwanis family until I walked into that first meeting. And it was then that I realized the butterfly effect I had stumbled upon. I now had the opportunity to help others in the same way those K-Kids had helped me half a decade prior. And now, when I walk into our weekly Key Club meetings, I'm reminded of the girl I used to be. When we're writing cards or picking up trash or making teddy bears for children's homes, I pour the love that 10-year-old me needed into those projects. When I'm standing in front of our club making announcements, I'm talking to our members, but beyond their shoulders and over their heads, I'm speaking for her. For myself, for 10-year-old me, for the girl I used to be. And I'm doing the exact same thing right now. Now, I'll admit, I stand before you as a 17-year-old who has a lot more growing to do. But K-Kids, Key Club, the Kiwanis family, they've helped bring me to the position I am today. I have a lot more learning to do, but the greatest lesson I've learned thus far has been to cherish the small things. The smiles, the waves, the greetings, because those mean the world. Say them, do them, to the people around you, the ones you know, the ones you're just meeting. Say them, because they might just help change someone's life. Thank you.